Give me some Ingram. It's the coach, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, running back Mark Ingram, fresh off a big performance a weekend ago, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cleveland Browns. So with that, let's get up to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. For the call, we welcome in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And, Coach, we come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. Leading this unit will be the big arm man out of Texas Tech. 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
Just 2 weeks left in the regular season, so not many opportunities left. But I've got to tell you, I think he's had an MVP type of a season, and I just hope that everyone who votes doesn't go to sleep and already have their ballots cast.
I think there are a couple others in the national media who feel that way, too. You and I have been discussing this race since the calendar hit December, as have many other, but I think it's going to take 8 big quarters for him to truly have consideration. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. And a look now at the starting offense for the Browns.
DeAndre Hopkins was named All-Pro for the first time in 2017, and really don't have to do much but look at the statistics to know why. 4 touchdown grabs in 2016, jumped that up to 13 in 2017. That led all NFL receivers. Also added in 96 catches and close to 1,400 yards. DeAndre Hopkins' ability to get free in the secondary is a marvel, mainly because of head fakes and body control.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Push him back.
They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So here are the Ravens now as they get set for their opening possession. They'll be brought out by the 2-time MVP in the NFL, who's now in his 15th season, Aaron Rodgers.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. And we get a quick peek at the Ravens starting offense.
Okay, so he doesn't look like your prototypical #1 wide receiver, but T.Y. Hilton gives you that type of production. 7 seasons in the league, he's been over 1,000 yards in 5 of them. Led the NFL in receiving yards in 2016 and had a strong case to be a Pro Bowler for the 5th time in 2018. Missed it, but probably should have been named to the team.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. to connect on second down. That leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got it to James White. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. The sack there by J.J. Watt.
That's how we do, D.
And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I want to wait until the season's over, but he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
First and 10.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes going deep for Hopkins. And this will be caught at the 30. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. It's a gain of 35. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10.
First and 10.
Draw play. Ingram now. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. Well, look there at Ingram's numbers from a week ago. 25 carries, 97 yards.
Well, this is where it becomes a challenge for the offensive coordinator. He's got a bell cow at tailback right now, number 3 in the league in rushing within shouting distance of the lead. But at the same time, if the passing game is open, he's got to take advantage of that too.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll set him back 5.
Come on, fellas.
Still first down.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. First and 15 following the delay of game. After the penalty, it's Ingram. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the...
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down.
On first down, Rodgers. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. On play action, Rodgers. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. On play action, it's Rodgers. Caught by the tight end, Watson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
And it's third down.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. It's complete. James White.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Mahomes. And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. He finds Hopkins complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now Mahomes. He's got it to Ingram, complete. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He finds his target, Beckham. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. He goes underneath to Ingram. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Brings up second and 9.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third and 9. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny, we had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. Pro Bowler C.J. Mosley, the Ravens' leading tackler last year, up to make the stop.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 9.
On second down, they'll run with White. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. And that's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday press it a little bit. This might be the case.
That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run, it's Mark Ingram. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
A gain of 4. It's now second down.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Calais Campbell on the stop. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. It's caught. Beckham. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mahomes. And brought in by the tight end Cook.
That's it, baby.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Gerald Everett.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a
And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down,
Holding
and they may be going
offense.
backward here. That's Ronnie Stanley, former top 10 pick from Notre Dame. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They run the draw play. This is White. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers, it's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
It's a gain of 16 yards. But it brings up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And he's got the hook up to Brandon LaFell. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So a couple of 1st downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
And the kick by Rosas is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
Game, baby, let's go. Let's go.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
Yellow! I'm the blue lady!
I'm coming!
Right side!
Mahomes now on first down. He'll find Everett there, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Now here's Mahomes. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got him in. Complete. It's Julian Edelman. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And again, it's Mahomes. And this is Cook with the ground. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
It's our time.
Now it's Mahomes again. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one a first down pickup of 8. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. And the catch made by Hopkins. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Mahomes to throw once more. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Zerline's kick is up and through. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3. Offensively, pretty good execution. Long drive, chews up the remainder of the first half clock, and they finish it off with 3 points.
And what's the best byproduct of the whole thing besides the fact that they got points on the board? They didn't leave the other team any time to mount a drive themselves.
Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway.
Let's go!
Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, well, get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On 2nd and 9, Rodgers caught by the tight end Watson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Certainly worth noting he's now one catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They go counter with Breida. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, here's Breida. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now it's Breida. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
Right there.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Mahomes. A dump underneath to Jones. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times yards already, and they're staring at a fifth, barring a conversion here on third down. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. They've really been able to contain Alshon Jeffrey. That catch a rare exception in this game.
And that's a feather in their cap because he's such a tone setter for his team on offense that they try and get him the ball early. And, of course, what comes after that is often. And for them to limit him and him not catch a ball until the second half, it's a big reason why his team is behind in the scoreboard.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run again with Breida. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down.
Defense.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Good work that time to get them to jump, and now here's 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage again, the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They run with Breida. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
319. 36. And QB's traps. Let's go. Bang, 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 bang.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. A quick throw there out to Jeffrey. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Pick me up. Here we go.
To throw, it's Rodgers. They've got his man complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play that time for the Ravens. 41 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 25-yard line. They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. To throw on 2nd and 6. Rodgers complete to Watson, the tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations, quite the accomplishment. And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Here's Rodgers to throw. It's brought in by Jeffrey. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And, Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set, before you begin your cadence.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. It's caught. This is White. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to make it fourth down. Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So they will go ahead and obviously decline the pass interference, and the touchdown will stand. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. Elsewhere, they're into the fourth at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hold on, a victory there would be their third of the year. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll get this into the hands of Breida.
Complete to Breida. That's a gain of 4. Brings up third and 1.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 42. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And this is Cook with a grab. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
To throw, it's Mahomes. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. He finds Taylor, complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
At the 17-yard line.
Got four down.
Now Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's got him in, complete. It's Julian Edelman. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Breida. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Matt Breida, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Browns are back in front.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just haven't been able to punch it in until that point. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives them a 7-point lead. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Rodgers now to throw to Michelle on the screen. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now Rodgers. It's complete. James White. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Rodgers again now. This is caught by Robinson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Rodgers now on first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And complete into the arms of LaFell. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jarrell Casey with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Now Mahomes. That'll be complete to Cook. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And some space here. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Matt Breida with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Browns.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. And after a rough start, as we take a peek at the numbers, he's going in the right direction now.
So often when you see a game start the way we saw this one start for him, you just wonder if he's got a chance to bring it back at all, and that's exactly what he's done. Love seeing that happen simply because you know a guy has struggled, and now he's found a way to make things better. That's pretty good stuff right there.
12 yards the pick up there, good for a Raven first. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. The tackle there by Roy Robinson-Harris. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers is brought in by Jeffrey. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
They'll get a couple yards on that one. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force it incomplete.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. The Browns offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And for them right now, not a done deal. So they are holding down one of the final wild card spots. And with 2 weeks to go, there are others kind of nipping at their heels a bit.
And imagine what the talk has been all week within their locker room. And it's really, let's rely on ourselves, because they could get help and still get to the playoffs. But who wants that? Go out, win the game, take care of things yourself, and then you don't have anything else to worry about.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Here's Drew Kaiser now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. Amazing, perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. In his own end zone, it's Rodgers. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. To throw from his end zone, Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And how about this for a setup? The ball will go over on downs at the 1-yard line. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Browns, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.